guys! Did I startle you? It's because I'm going 3D. Ooh. Because I'm the kind of guy who likes to keep up with the latest trend, so I decided I would jump all over this 3D craze that's going on right now and produce my very first video in 3D. And all you're going to need are these 3D glasses. Woo! So you got your glasses on? Okay, that's good, because throughout this video you're going to see some amazing effects just popping right out at you. In fact, if you've got these glasses, they're really cool, because I've noticed that I actually wear these around all the time now, because they make everything in the real world in 3 dimensions. I can now see in 3 dimensions, and the heck with that boring 2D world I was living in. This is another Mere Mortal Quick Tip video. The topic this time will be clamping and gluing. You always hear people telling you that you can never have enough clamps. Well, I'm going to be the first person to tell you the exact number that you need. 30. Because, well, that's how many clamps I have. The smallest clamps I have are these little bitty spring clamps, and they're really handy for small things. The biggest clamp I have is this 10-foot long pipe clamp. And I use that for big things. When I glue up wood, I use almost exclusively yellow wood glue, Type Bond. One thing you may not know about yellow wood glue, and I've seen the tests done on this, is that after 1 hour of clamping, it's pretty much gained all the strength it's going to get. One standard item you should have in your shop is a roll of waxed paper. I just tape a little piece to my workbench, put a dollop of glue on it, grab one of these inexpensive foam brushes, and I'm ready to apply it. When gluing anything up, say 2 pieces of scrap wood that you'll never do anything with again, make sure that you apply the glue all over evenly on one surface. A lot of people say you need to do both surfaces, but I find really just one surface is fine. One of the reasons I like using yellow glue is that it actually has a pretty long clamping working time, so you can get your pieces aligned however you want and you can make adjustments. Whenever you glue anything up, especially when the face surfaces are going to show, you really should use some sort of a block like so to prevent the clamp from marring the wood itself. Now I'm going to go ahead and clamp this down and show you what to look for when you're clamping. You want some glue to squeeze out like that. If the glue is squeezing out a little bit, you know you've done it right. Let the glue do its job. You don't need a whole lot of clamping pressure. In fact, if you clamp it too hard, you may squeeze out too much of the glue and lose its effectiveness. Next, I usually scrape off all of the excess glue, and sometimes I use a wet sponge also. Again, with more wax paper. Whenever I set something down to glue that I don't want sticking to, say, another part of the project, always use wax paper because the glue will not stick to it. For very small and delicate projects, I have a whole box of clamps. Yeah, get a lot of rubber bands. Say you want to clamp up that digital picture frame. Pipe clamps are really useful for edge joining boards to make a single panel. But before you use them, use more of your waxed paper on those black pipes because they will stain your work. And after clamping from the bottom with pipe clamps, I use more pipe clamps on the top of my panel. If you're just getting started in woodworking and need a few clamps and don't know which ones to get, the ones that I use most often are bar clamps, like these. Now, they come in all different sizes. These are the 2-foot ones that I probably use more often than any. Get some bar clamps. And there you have it. There are a few mere mortal clamping tips for the beginner woodworker. As always, if you have any more clamping tips you would like to add, post them in the comment section. And remember, there is no greater woodworking tip than to always wear these, your 3D glasses. I'll talk to you guys later.